Hello, I'm Daisy. I'm here to code, do some Python, but I gotta make this quick today. I ended up staying up a lot again. I wanted to try and build a new habit where I don't do this coding and streaming right before bed, but alas, I failed. Well, I did it yesterday. I coded, it was like 7 or 8 yesterday. Right now it's like 4:38. I don't want to go to bed like all that late, so I'm not gonna do any real actual coding today. I'm gonna do some coding tutorials basically. I did some tutorials earlier today because they updated brilliant.org's computer science course. They added more courses, and so I did some of that, but yeah, we got to do this dictionaries and set, so I'm definitely not going to do this workshop. So I keep forgetting about this guitar thing. Oh yeah, whoops, I forgot. I didn't even show my screen yet. Oops. Hold on, I need to switch. Hold on. Oh, well, that's weird. My settings are all... Huh. Well, I have it set so I should be hearing this, the guitar from my headphones right now, but I'm not. Or I set it up so that my that's weird. I don't know how to fix that right now. Wait. Oops. Let's see. Okay, that's weird. I'll have to figure that out, but that could be a problem. It's not a problem right now, but it could be. I'll probably have to restart my computer or something. Anyway, so wait, is it even showing up on the... Oh, it's not even... It's just not showing up at all. Weird. Okay, normally there's a guitar playing on the Free Code Camp site, and it's not. It's playing through my... That's weird. It was playing through my speaker, but I have it set to not do that. It's supposed to play in my headphones, but it's also... My audio mixer is saying that it's not even, showing up... it's not even showing any sound at all. What the heck? Let's try that. Maybe it'll do something now. Oh yeah, so here's my monitor. It says first learn computer science and all the theory. Next, develop a programming style. Then forget all that and just hack. Okay, that's quite a quote. George Carrete. That's probably how his name is pronounced, right? George Carrete. Anyway, I gotta try and read and probably just go to bed after reading one thing. I always get really sleepy as soon as I start studying. Oh, okay, let me see. There we go. I have not yawned once all day until just now. Yeah, it's not doing the guitar thing. That's weird. It's totally... my audio stuff is all wacky. It is definitely supposed to not be silent. Okay. Well, anyway, let's just read some... Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. It just doesn't do it with these bigger things, but if you do these, it does the guitar. Okay. That was stressing me out for a sec. I was like, what in the heck? Okay, I probably should get rid of that guitar at some point, but for now I just find it charming. One day I'm not going to be using Free Code Camp all the time, and I'm probably going to miss this guitar. when I'm just coding regularly. Okay. No more procrastinating. I'm gonna read and freaking go to bed. Probably I'll get off at like 5 o'clock in like 15 minutes. Okay. In Python, dictionaries are built-in data structures that are store collectors of key value pairs. They work very similarly to real dictionaries, where you search for a word to find its corresponding meaning. With Python dictionaries, you find a key to its corresponding value. Use them when you should use dictionaries when you need to associate values to unique keys. This is helpful when you need to find a value fast based on a key, and when you need to represent structured data. This is the general syntax of Python dictionary. Wow, it's strange when it's set up like this. Whenever I see dictionaries, they're kind of on one line. Like most things are. Putting a thing here and here looks like C. It's just not, I feel like that's not all that common in Python. But I've been seeing it a lot. See, they're doing it here. See, this is what I'm used to. Oh wait, that's not even a dictionary. It's going to be converted to a dictionary. Wait, let me see another example. Oh, this page is long. Yeah, like this. Like that's normal. Why is it like this? Is this how people normally make dictionaries? That totally looks like a... Because in C you don't indent like in Python. As far if I remember correctly, you like to show the block of code. They, instead of indentation, they just put the whole thing in curly brackets like this. But in Python, that's just specifically for dictionaries. That's odd. First, we find the variable that holds the dictionary. You don't necessarily need to assign the dictionary to a variable, but it's very common to do this to keep it in memory and use it later in the code. Then, that's followed by curly braces, which are sometimes called curly brackets. Oh, see, I see this all the time. Curly brackets, curly braces. I was very confused. Those are just two different names for the exact same thing, I guess. How bizarre. How bizarre. Alright. Within the curly braces, there are key value pairs. Key, colon, value. Each key is associated with a value, so you can use the key to access that value. After each value, except the last one, there's a comma to separate the different key value pairs. Keys must be used in the unique in the dictionary, and they must be an immutable data type. However, values can be repeated, and they can be of any data type. Hold on. Just wanted to turn down my heater. I'm real hot. Keys must be unique and they must be an immutable data type. However, the values can be repeated and they can be of any data type. Okay, the values can be repeated and they can be any data type. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Here we have an example. Well, I guess strings are an immutable data type, so that's actually... Okay, stores information about a margarita pizza recipe. Okay, so the value, this one's a string, this one's a float, this one's an integer, and this one's a list. Cool. The dictionary is assigned to the pizza variable. It has 4 key value pairs: name, price, calories, personalized toppings. Another alternative would be the dict constructor, which builds the dictionary from a sequence of key value pairs. This would be the equivalent syntax for our pizza example. We pass a list of tuples as an argument to the dict constructor. These tuples can contain the key as the first element and value as the second element. Oh, I can't stop yawning. Bro, my streams are just so filled with yawns. It's weird. I don't yawn that much on a regular basis, but every time I stream, I'm just so sleepy. Oh my god, to my brain. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this one page and go to bed. I've basically came here to make sure I make at least a tiny bit of progress on my free code camp thing. But I gotta do more. I gotta do it earlier. Okay. Bracket notation. Wait. Yeah. So name, margarita pizza, price. So there's just a bunch of tuples. What is with this? Okay, wait, so this is a tuple, a tuple, a tuple, and a tuple, and this tuple has a list in it. But all of these tuples together are in a list. Yeah, this one. And then from this outside parenthesis to this one, it's in a function, the constructor, the dict constructor. And that makes it a dictionary. To access the value of a key value pair, you can use this syntax, also known as bracket notation. It's the name of the variable that holds the dictionary, followed by square brackets and the key you want to access within the square brackets. Well, that's cool. It's similar to a list, it looks like. In our pizza example, you want to access the value of name. You would write the name of the variable pizza, followed by square brackets and the key name within quotes. Okay. This value is to margarita pizza. To update a value, you just need to add the assignment operator followed by the new value. To update a value, you just need to add the assignment operator followed by the new value. Oh, okay, so it changes the value. Oh yeah, because they're not immutable. They are mutable. They're quite mutable. If the key doesn't exist in your dictionary, a new key value pair will be created. In recent versions of Python, dictionaries preserve the order of insertion. This is helpful when you need to iterate over the dictionary. Okay. Now the value of the key name is margarita. Dictionaries also have helpful methods to perform common operations. The get method retrieves the value associated with the key. It's similar to the bracket notation that we just used, but its advantage is that you can set a default value so you won't get an error if the key doesn't exist. Okay. I don't know what that means. In this example, they're going to show me what it means. In this example, if the toppings key doesn't exist, it will return an empty list, which is the default value that we are passing here as the second argument. Yeah, but if toppings does exist, it will return that value. Okay. But in this case, it returns an empty list. Okay. It's just kind of safer, I guess, less likely to break your code with an error. The key and values method. The keys and values methods return a view object with all the keys and values in the dictionary respectively. What is a view object? It will return a view object. So maybe that just means, it says right there, a view object is just a way to see the content of a dictionary without creating a separate copy of the data. And I always do that. I question something on this tutorial and then it says it 1 second later. It's happened like in almost every single one of these videos. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, okay, pizza. Man, I'm just scatterbrained right now. Pizza.keys. Okay, so that just shows all the keys. Does it normally say this part? Dict keys? Because it doesn't say that anywhere else. Some of these examples, I'm just like, I don't know what stuff that they're writing in or stuff that it's actually going to do. And then sometimes they just don't show examples. It's frustrating. But, you know, these are good tutorials anyhow, so I can't really complain. These are very valuable. And then values. Okay, one shows all the keys and one shows all the values. I don't know why that took me 15 freaking minutes to mentally put together. It's obvious. Oh, there's my phone. I should probably silence it when I do these. But oh well. A view object, let's see that. The items method returns a view object with all the key value pairs in the dictionary, including both the keys and the values. Oh, okay. The clear method removes all the key value pairs from the dictionary. Oh, it just gets rid of the whole dictionary. See, I wonder, like, does that just get rid of it, or does it, like, does that mean, like, does that change, like, so even if you don't assign it to a value or anything, or like return it in a function or anything like that, it just still changes it in the code? Because that stuff's always confusing to me. It's tough to figure out which kind of thing does what. What time is it? 4:54. Okay, I gotta go to sleep. We're almost done. Okay. Pop method removes the key value pair with the key that you specify as the first argument and returns its value. If the key doesn't exist. Wait, so it removes it? You type in the key and that removes the key value pair but returns the value. If the key doesn't exist, it returns the default value that you specify as a second argument. If the key doesn't exist and you don't pass the second value, a key error is raised. Okay. I imagine there's some kind of use for that. Like, you're creating a sort of, well, I mean, I guess the only way I can explain it is it's a default. You just make it so it's like if, well, it's like a if statement, kind of. If this thing exists, then you know, get it out, get the value out of the dictionary. If it does not exist, just return this value. That's pretty useful. In Python 3.7 and in more recent versions, the pop item method removes the last inserted item. Oh, the last inserted. Where's pop you specify? Okay. I wonder if my vibrating phone that's sitting on my desk is getting caught or getting picked up by the mic. I hope it's not, but either way, I'll learn to just silence it. Okay, update method updates key value pairs within the key value pairs of another dictionary. If they have keys in common, their values are over. It updates key value pairs with the key value pairs of another dictionary. And if the keys are in common, they just get overwritten. You're updating the pizza dictionary. The price key exists in both of them, so its value will be replaced with 15. Okay. Oh, so you say update, but you just put your own, that's what it means by another dictionary. You put a dictionary in, and it updates from that one. The total time is new, so it'll be added to the pizza dictionary as a new key value pair. This is the new dictionary with the updated price and the new total time. Notice how the price is now 15 and total time is a new key value pair. Alright, these are some of the most commonly used dictionary methods, but there are many more. Choosing the right one can be helpful for performing complex operations efficiently. How are elements primarily organized and accessed in a Python dictionary? Using key value pairs where keys are unique. What is the primary characteristic of a Python dictionary that makes it different than a list or a tuple? Dictionaries create duplicates. They're mutable. Well, I mean, lists are mutable. Dictionaries allow fast lookups using keys. Yeah. I mean, that's the most reasonable thing. Which dictionary method is used to retrieve a value associated with a key and provide a value then provide a default value if the key is not found? Pop. I think. No, it's get. Heck yes. Okay. Now I gotta go. It's bedtime. I need my brain to be firing on all cylinders. I'm never gonna get ahead of any of this. But I got some progress done. Now I'm signing off now, but I'm still trying to make it so Twitch stops thinking that accidentally disconnected when I disconnected on purpose, like when I stopped streaming. So I'm gonna hop off, but I'm gonna mute and then switch to I made an ending scene card. But anyway, we'll try that out, see how that works, and otherwise, have a good night, have a good day. Yeah, you know the whole spiel. Have a good afternoon or whatever. Okay, peace out, bye.